Sally.
Thanks a lot, Rico. It's an interesting story. We'll keep an eye on how that one develops. Let's now go from Asia now to Brazil. It will release later today its latest numbers in terms of how the economy's fared in 2016. And I'm afraid to say it's going to be a disaster, frankly. Officials are likely to confirm Brazil's economy has been shrinking for the past 24 months. But the government believes the recession may be near the end and the economy could be already growing in the first quarter of this year. However, to ordinary Brazilians, it's too late. Here's more from Daniel Gallas.
Colors, costumes and carnival. A few years ago, it seemed that Brazil's party would last forever, as the country had one of the fastest growing economies in the world. But for ordinary Brazilians, that party has been over for some time. It's the case of Alexandre Ribeiro, a man that's been forced to move with the times. For 20 years, he was logistics coordinator for various industries in Brazil, helping clients get what they ordered. But 2 years ago, after he lost his last job, he switched from goods to passengers. Now he drives around offering his service in ride-sharing apps, as do millions of unemployed people in the country. But finding passengers is becoming increasingly harder. The Brazilian economy has been shrinking for the past 24 months. Over that period, about 10 million people lost their jobs. Many of them were using technologies to get at least a little bit of money. But that option is becoming too saturated now.
I can't make the same amount of money today that I was making 2 years ago. I was able to make $80 in just 4 hours. Now for that money, I need to drive my car for 18 hours.
Outside Brazil's largest airports, there are now informal camps where some drivers wait for more than 10 hours for one single ride. Prices for one ride vary from $10 to $100. Workers are feeling the strain because Brazil has failed to revive its once booming economy. In 2010, Brazil grew by an impressive 7.5%. However, just 5 years later, the good times were gone and the economy contracted by 3.8% that year. On Tuesday, official numbers will show a similar drop for 2016. But this economist says Brazil may have hit rock bottom in its recession.
Brazil's economic downfall was intense and surprising for even the most pessimistic analysts. It's an 8% drop, but that fall is stabilizing now, and in 2017 we may see Brazil growing again, modestly.
For workers like Alexandre, it will still be a long wait. Analysts say it will be years before the labor market can get back to normal. It could now be a long time before the home of the carnival finds itself celebrating an economic revival. Daniel Gallas, BBC News, Guarulhos, Brazil.
And that's all from me for now. I'll be back in a moment. We'll review some of the stories out there.